for a company for 4 years. His family, you knew him for a lifetime. You lived with George. I only lived beside him. You are his kin. I was more of an observer, and I listened to family stories, and I made my observations, and so I am more of a reporter to kind of tell you about George and his family. But it's a difficult task. It's the difficulty of reduction, to reduce to a few words, to say the words. But we're going to do it. He called this day a celebration of my life, so brace yourself, we're going to celebrate. I want you to think of memories of George. I want you to think of the best memories of George. I want you to think of the funniest times you were with George. I want you to think of the jokes that were played on each other and the stories that you told about each other. I want you to think of the best times and the best things about George. This would be a celebration. This is what he wanted this day, the best. Let's put pictures in our minds. Let's make a collage. Let's fill an art gallery with visions and memories and thoughts and dreams and pictures of George. Let's put together a tapestry. Let's weave a huge, life-size tapestry of memories of George. And I will try to run a thread through that tapestry and help tie it all together. To those of you who worked with George, you don't really know a lot about his family. To those of you who are his family, you don't know a lot about his friends and the relationships he had. We are all his family. We are all his friends. We have all memories of George. We all have good ones, and we have funny ones. George Dewey Knutson was born in September of 1941. It was not a good time to be born. The world was at war. His father was Clarence Knutson. Clarence was a Norwegian by his father and Danish by his mother. Clarence was a Viking. Maybe that tells us something about George's allegiance to certain football teams. George was part Viking. George's mother, Hulda Barrett, was born in Emmons County, North Dakota. She was a German. So George was a combination of Vikings and Germans. It's a powerful combination. George's parents, Clarence and Hulda, met, married, and lived in Minneapolis, in a neighborhood called Riverside, right across the river from the university. George didn't know his father, Clarence. For behold, before he reached the age of awareness, his father, Clarence, died. And this left Hulda a single mom. Living in that same neighborhood, there was a boy by the name of Charles Fox. We call him Chuck. Chuck's father was Marvin Fox, who was a single dad of 4 children. Marvin and Hulda met, and they married in 1947. George now had a mother, a father, brothers, and sisters, a blended family. This Fox family left Minneapolis in 1948 to become dairy farmers in Wisconsin. Their first farm was in Siren, Wisconsin, where my wife Kathy was born. They then moved on to Bone Lake. They then moved on to Cushing. They then moved on to Centuria. I don't know why they moved around so much. Ending up in Polk County, Wisconsin. Now, isn't it interesting that George's father, Clarence, and the Knutsons were all from Polk County, Wisconsin. In fact, his father is buried in the Milltown Cemetery in Polk County. And George ended up living in the same county where his dad was born and raised. George thrived on the country life. He loved the woods and the streams. He loved to hunt and fish. In fact, Kathy tells me one of her first memories of George, when she was maybe 3 and a half, was to see him coming over a hill, walking toward the farm with a gun on one shoulder and a fox in the other hand that had been killing the chickens. He knew farm chores, he knew what it was like to work on a dairy farm, and he learned to appreciate a job well done, and he carried that throughout the rest of his life. He worked for 40 years at Olin. Maybe that's why he worked there for 40 years, because he was a good employee of that company, and he was well liked by his fellow workers. On the farm he learned about tools and machinery and animals. There were always horses, because his dad still farmed with horses. But in 1952, when he was only 12 years old, he had to leave the farm, and he had to spend time in Duluth at the Lutheran Children's Home because of allergies and for medical reasons. The farm life was just too much for him in his growing early teenage years. But he returned to the farm, and it was a life of fun and trouble. Kathy tells me, remembers George was always in trouble. There was a time he and Chuck were out, and they discovered a wasp nest. You know, paper wasps. You know, very big wasp nest. I don't know, it was hanging from the rafters of the barn, or maybe out in the tree. Chuck said, "Hey, George, I bet you can't hit it with a rock." He did. In his later teen years, he lost his driver's license. I don't know the details, it's not important. But that was the age of muscle cars. The sheriff's department's all called in by the 4 H's, 3 H's. Horsepower, hooch, and hormones. He was without his car and transportation, but he was dating a girl. No problem to George. She lived in Milltown. He didn't have a car. He didn't have a license. He took the tractor. He went a-courting on the tractor. He told me last summer, I chased her all over Polk County. Sonia Larson and he were married. And they had 2 daughters, Paula and Paige. They moved here and they lived in Anoka. And they were living the American dream. They lived in suburbia. He had a great job at the Odin Corporation. They had a brand new house. He had a wonderful yard. He took care of the cars. He planted flowers every spring by the hundreds. George was meticulous. I don't use that term very often, but it applies to George. George was meticulous. The rest of us would wash our cars. George, he would detail them every week. He learned and took great pleasure in doing a job well done. But he and Sonia divorced, and for a while, George was a single dad. In 1990, he married Betty Schwallen, who had a son, Jason. George now had a son and 2 daughters, a blended family, just like the one he grew up in. 20 years ago, I joined the clan, this family, this tribe. Kathy and I are a blended family. We have 3 daughters and a son. One of each is here today. We have 2 daughters with the same first name. And they both have cats named Milo. A blended family, just like this blended family. The blended family of Marvin Fox and Hoda Fox. It grew and grew and blended in with more families, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And of that whole clan, of this whole family, Huldah was the matriarch. We all just called her Mom. She was the child of the Great Depression. She was a farm wife. She saved everything. She was a seamstress and a tailor. She made all the children's clothes. She made all the grandchildren's clothes. And when you could no longer pass it on to another one, she'd cut it up and she'd make quilts. She had fruit cake cans full of buttons and boxes full of zippers. I took her to the Goodwill one time, and she was so excited because she bought 2 Afghans. She took them home and she took them all apart, rolled up all the yarn, and the yarn showed up sometime later in an Afghan that she designed. When she died, we wrapped her ashes in one of her quilts. 18 months ago, we wrapped her granddaughter, George's daughter, Paula, in the same quilt. Less than a year ago, in the same sanctuary, we wrapped Betty in the same quilt. And today, it's George's turn. But this quilt is a tapestry. It's made out of the clothes they all wore. It's made out of the shirts and the skirts. It's made out of the life of this family, all tied together with stitches, each cast with love. This is a family, a blended family, tied together